Good morning, 9 o'clock exactly. On, I don't know, what day is it? Thursday, Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday, March 13th, 2024. He seems confused. Does this guy know what he's doing? I'll do a refresh. Whoops, nope, I didn't want to refresh that. Boy, I hope that wasn't enough. Oh, desktop audio was muted, so you didn't hear that. All right, I have confirmation. Unmute desktop audio. Nick Poverman's going to be first up to bat because he put a question into chat. I had a bunch of other things to talk about lined up, but none of them were Windows troubleshooting or issues. So Nick Poverman just came in with a question in chat. I'm going to start there. Windows 11 pinned icons are not showing the icon. Just a white box with a blue square inside for 4 out of my 12 pinned icons. I tried all the things I found online. Anyone know how to fix this? Help! I'm going to turn off speaker bot messages for the how-to messages. And then I'll come down here to my pinned icons on the taskbar and just say the things that I'm sure he's probably already done, but we'll just cover the basics first. So I'll take this one right here is Hardware Info 64. Now, I'd like to know, Nick, what are the icons? What are the actual program names? If what I'm showing here you've already covered, probably. I'm going to right-click on that icon and then right-click on the actual program name and then choose Properties. Then right here for Change Icon, click on that, and this file contains no icons, so that was a bad example to do. You could go ahead and choose one of these other standard icons and see if it will inherit that. There was another one here. Let's go XSplit Broadcaster. If I right click on that, choose Properties, he says VLC, Rufus, Zoom, and MS Lockout Tool is the one. So they are kind of utility programs. Here, if I go change icon, there should be an icon that's specifically in that program. The next thing beyond that is go to the Start menu, find the particular program on your programs list. If it is an installed program, I should have said first unpin the icon and then come back here and repin it to the taskbar. Here's a pin to the taskbar. Now, different programs, some of them might not have this option here. So you might have to drag it to the taskbar. You might have to put it on the desktop and then drag it to the taskbar. Or unpin it and then just launch the program and then come down to the taskbar and pin it. So those are my ideas. In fact, that's probably the one that I might find most consistent is unpin it, go launch the program from wherever else you have to launch it from. That's going to make it show up down on the taskbar. Right click on that icon and pin it. See if that works. Now let's come down and see what else he has said. He said, I did all of this. Okay, VLC, Rufus, and Zoom. So do I have VLC? Let's see, VLC. I've kind of installed it, then uninstalled it, then installed it, and uninstalled it. There it is. Showed up on the taskbar, right click, pin to taskbar, and then close it, and there it is pinned on the taskbar. So the next thing I'd try with that is uninstall the program and reinstall the program. There might be some other way backdoor, but I don't know what other way backdoor to do that. So we'll see if somebody else comes up with an idea on that. I went to the paint store to get thinner. It did not work. He didn't lose any weight. Doug, just a quick, is it possible to clone a hard drive from Windows to a Chromebook? Chromebook hardware I don't think is going to be adequate for running Windows, so I think that would be your problem there. You could certainly, if the Chromebook has a drive that you can swap out, you could clone a drive that with a Windows image and put in the Chromebook and see what happens. But now, if that particular model of Chromebook was available with the Chrome operating system or Windows operating system, then that might work. I would think that's something you'd have to try on any particular model and see if that would work. Said, I did that too, uninstalled, reinstalled all of them. Then there must be some other version, some other backdoor way. And Gary is getting onto something here. He might know of something within registry or some cache folder somewhere. He wants to know what version of Windows and what update. It's version 11.23H2. I ran the updates yesterday, no issues, started about an hour ago. So did this problem only start an hour ago? These icons only changed to a generic something or other just an hour ago? Is that what started an hour ago? And I assume you've restarted the computer, right? There's chit-chat going on between peoples. Let's go. While we're waiting for some more interaction on that subject, I'll go hit a couple topics that I have lined up. In channel comments, Dennis yesterday saying, yeah, daylight savings time begins on the 31st of March, most locations in Europe and some in the Middle East. Thank you for that explanation. So is it always March 31st? I'm going to assume that is what that means. And then Mara puts in a comment, hiya, Doug. Missed your stream prepping for Carrie's video. Well, let me pause right there and say, Mara, I don't expect you to be watching, or Carrie to be watching my show on a daily basis. You guys are busy putting on a show, but I love it whenever you do. And please, I hope you will speak up in chat when either of you are watching, because that's just awesome when you are there. But it's not expected. You do not have to give excuses at all. Yes, I started using my LinkedIn profile image for the logo because it all ties together. Thanks for noticing. Yes, you're welcome. I know it's small, but that's to not detract from the subject of the video and the thumbnail. That TerraMaster one isn't my favorite. Now, I first thought she's referring to the TerraMaster as a come on, storage device. Yeah, whatever. Is it what? No, I think she was referring to the thumbnail. It's okay, but it's kind of rushed. Yeah, like I'm a person that you need to excuse a rushed thumbnail. Here's my thumbnail day after day after day. Hey, Doug, why do you do the same thumbnail day after day after day? Well, it's because my live stream videos aren't on one particular topic that makes sense to make a specific thumbnail for. I know that is the way to get a channel to grow more. In fact, the product reviews that Carrie does, that's an awesome way to grow a channel, because there will be people out there that will be searching for that particular product, looking for product reviews. That's a great way to bring new audience to your channel. Doug, why don't you do that? Because they're so boring to make.
Nasty.
In my mind, to me, what I wanted my channel to be about is interacting with the audience, responding to questions. That will never attract an audience the way that product reviews does, but it's my hope that other tech channels, such as Carrie's, will discover my channel and refer people to me. But you know that I've done some single topic videos. And those have got really good attention. Doug, why don't you do more of those? Because I don't enjoy doing those. And these videos, these live streams, I learn more than any one of you. I promise.
Houston,
I learn more than any one of you. Major buffering, Doug. While I'm talking about all that stuff, I'm reading chat. Buffering, so I'm looking at 13% drop frames. Yeah. 13% drop frames. Oh my goodness. Good grief. Good golly. Now, if you watch in replay, the buffering won't be there.
Buffering again.
The replay will be just fine. So I'll continue. So here, let's see, I've responded to that from Mara, and I think I finished that topic. Now, if you will rewind, go back about a minute, and then watch, let it continue forward. Does that stop you from experiencing the buffering? Are you only seeing the buffering if you're on the bleeding edge? I'm seeing the buffering myself.
Video is stuttering and buffering.
I guess I can demonstrate that myself. I'm going to go back. Yeah, if I go back, see, here's replaying back. It's a little stuttery. I can see the stuttering there, but it's not buffering. If you go back a little bit and just watch it a little bit behind, You won't see the
Lots of buffering.
buffering if you go back far enough. If you're on the bleeding edge, you will see the buffering. Now, if I click here to go live, I'll expect to see the buffering. In fact, see there that's sliding back so much, it's not even going live. I'll click live again. And see it's going back. It's that bad. I have, let's see, what does it show? 20% drop frames. So I'll look back at chat, and if there's not much going on with that topic, then I will end this. Major buffering, locked up, out of focus. Yeah, I'll be out of focus if your live stream will be showing it in lower resolution, trying to deal with. If you're set to automatic, let's see, what was that called? We go to settings and then auto. If you're set on auto, then it should automatically go to a lower resolution. Mine didn't. Let's go back to live again and see. It didn't go to a lower resolution for me. Oh well. Locked up, out of focus. Mine is clean. I'm on 1080 for Nick. Was there any other conversation, anything from Gary about that pinned icons issue? Yes, it is the latest from Microsoft. I came in this morning and Edge and Word were on the taskbar regarding a white Edge and Word on the taskbar, a RE white boxes. Others are flooding to help desk. We have a call into Microsoft. So apparently a lot of people are experiencing that. Martin says the same thing happened with Zoom. Nick started an hour ago with this issue, rebooted 5 times.
Doug, right-click and unpin icons so you can relaunch the apps and repin apps. That may work.
Yeah, I said that. Speedy, that's exactly what I said. Right-click, unpin icons, relaunch apps, and yeah, that's exactly what I said. And Nick told us that that doesn't work. But what we're getting here is that from Nick and Gary Weisenberger, that is something that's happening this morning on a lot of computers. And let's see, Gary to Nick, me and Zvi. Icons seem to be a caching issue somewhere because it's not all programs or apps, nor is any new apps installed after the Tuesday update. Tuesday update was yesterday. Influx of people using YouTube. Not sure what that was about. Only buffering on live. Yeah, if you don't watch live, you shouldn't see the buffering. Yeah, Nick to Speedy did this. Lawn Dog, again, I'm not sure if all these problems are created by Doug. Yes, it's created by Doug. Always blame a Doug. Anytime something technical is going wrong, blame a Doug. It's the easy thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It is by Doug. It is YouTube and it's load balancing because 9 o'clock is premium time, at least for California. I think it's premium time in my neighborhood. I don't think it's so much California. I think it's my neighborhood because we only have one pipeline coming into this neighborhood, I think. That's one of the things Microsoft said to do. Nope, it did not work. Yeah, I think you're going to have to wait for Microsoft to fix it. Perhaps you could try uninstalling yesterday's update. Did you get the update yet, Nick? That's a good question. I'm going to check. I didn't notice any of my computers showing an update. Here's a cumulative update for 22H2. So this would have been the update from yesterday. And it has not installed yet on my computer. So after the show ends, I will try installing those and see if I have that problem. And then I will try uninstalling that update and see if that restores me back to a normal state. Let's see, it's 9:14. How are we doing on buffering? I'm still showing 19.8% currently. Drop frames at 5177 and holding. It's not increasing. Rick says, issue cleared up for me, works fine now, no buffering and clear. Weird. It's fine on my laptop with all the updates. It could be certain equipment. It could be certain combinations of equipment that's experiencing the problem. So it might, just because you have one computer that's
What about
had
Baby
the
Beast?
update.
Did it update?
No, Baby Beast did. I don't think updated either, but I will check that. Let's see. Do I have it currently cooked? Yeah, that's kind of weird. See how the screen is yellowed? I wonder if I need to clean the screen. And actually, the screen does look a little dim. That happened recently. There's a yellow dot on the power button. Yeah, it's wanting to install the update. It has not installed it yet. Let me go ahead and close down other things. Close down other things and restart it, because we have enough time for it to finish, and see if I get any of those issues. So here's update and restart. There we go. So see if it can demonstrate the occurrence of the symptom. No, it created by me, LOL. We better call Doug to fix it. Let's go.
Update's working just fine here.
John's update's working fine. And that doesn't prove anything about whether the updates are the source of the trouble or not. Yeah, update Tuesday yesterday. That was this first email to myself. Tim Cruz sent me an email this morning asking for a particular trailer for tomorrow. That probably will happen. And just to let you know, anybody can send me an email requesting some easy to copy music, and I don't care about copyright violations, because they're never violations, they're just notices. So if you got something you'd like me to show as a trailer, just send me an email, and it's highly likely I will do it. These straight videos of some music video is really easy to do. I didn't notice Dennis in chat. He typically watches afterwards, so I'm going to point this out. On Hexona this morning, he redirected to Hexona, or did a raid to her, and I want to point out, she mentioned Ghetto, said welcome to Ghetto, and Dennis put in her chat, Ghetto's first name is Josh, but I never saw a chat message, and I scrolled up, I never saw a chat message in her Twitch chat from Ghetto. So my question to Dennis, did you see Ghetto's name in chat? Because Hexona acknowledged him. So that was weird. Okay, then my next thing that I have lined up. Let's see, how are we doing? Yeah, I'm still seeing the last thing from Nick is to Gary. I did all of that. I had an interesting client receive a different kind of scam that I haven't seen before. I can't show you the email because it'll reveal his address. But it claimed to be from Microsoft, had the Windows logo on it, had his domain name, and says your 2FA authentication for, and then it gives his email address in the body of the email, is set to expire on March 12th, 2024, yesterday.
Read chat, please.
All right. Reading chat. Zibby says, DougBetts, no problem with my incomparable PC Windows 11 after the last update. Okay, yeah, but again, that doesn't prove anything. No, that doesn't really advance us anywhere. Continuing with what I'm on right now. It was set to expire yesterday. He received this email yesterday, so it's a sense of urgency, right? He sent me the email, what should I do? He was thinking it was legit. I responded to him, letting him know, no, that's a scam. Notice the email address it came from. The right thing to do is always to ask me before responding to an email asking you to do something if you were not expecting the communication. The email came from Saron at mg.barknet.co.uk, not Microsoft. Of course, we know that 2FA does not expire, but that was just a scam I hadn't seen before. Let's see, last thing from Nick. Never had this issue with Windows 10. I hate Windows 11, but we had to move forward to it at my job. Well, this just started this morning, and Gary has told us that a lot of people are reporting the same problem after the update. Did Nick confirm that he got the update? Reinstall the graphics driver. I think you should relax and wait it out, Nick. It's fine on his laptop with all the updates. That was one of the things MS said to do. Clear the icon. I'm just scrolling back through Nick's prior comments. I don't know, Nick, did your update from yesterday already install? That's an important piece of information. If your update installed yesterday and you have the problem, and if Gary's reporting that other people who have the update installed are having the problem, then highly suspicious that that's the source of the trouble. Here's Baby Beast. After restarting, none of the icons have changed to a generic icon. Now, it might be only certain kinds of icons, because I think the ones that he said he was dealing with are icons that were utilities. Let's see, I'll do come on, what was it? What was it? I'll search for Nick. I'll just go look at all of Nick's pinned icons for what they were. Were they all? Yeah, VLC, Rufus, Zoom, and MS Lockout Tool. All of those are not the standard kind of programs that normals would have pinned, although Zoom they might. Let's see, what's the most recent comments on this? Gary to Nick, last Windows 10 update failed because lack of space in recovery partitions, so you never know. Yeah, but that was just that knowledge
Yellow
base.
screen looks like night mode is active via Windows.
Oh, let's see. Baby Beast yellow screen looks like night mode, or dark mode, or is it night mode? Night mode. Let's see, where is that at? Night light, system settings. Turn off now. Show warmer display to help you sleep. Ah, bingo. Very good. See, I told you I learned more than you people do by doing this show. Ran Israel, is the HDMI cable in Baby Beast fastened? There's no fastener on the HDMI cable. It just pushes in. However, that's a good point, because this problem showed up while I was swapping my video cables around for Baby Beast, while I was swapping memory and doing MemTest 86, because the cable that normally attaches the monitor that I view is on the second HDMI port. But when I'm trying to get MemTest 86, it wants to display that through the primary HDMI port, and so I have to disconnect the capture device from there. So I was swapping cables around during the time period when that night mode seemed to get activated. I never tried to activate it. Gary to Nick, we have laptops with the problem, and almost all of our machines are the same, but not all have the problem. That's interesting. Gary, do you know what are they having the problem with standard program icons such as Microsoft Word or Excel, or is it utility-oriented programs? And Rand retracted that after I answered that, apparently. Gary, for my laptop, it's Edge and Word. Oh, he says that. It's Edge and Word, but nothing else. So those are main programs. So that eliminates my theory why it's only happening on some. Let's go to my other things that I had lined up, see if I can cover the topics that have. Are there any other topics in chat that I missed that are of tech support type questions? I don't think so. Then let's see, that's the authenticator thing. Oh, channel activity. I discovered this morning. I did not ever notice this before. I'll pick on, let's see, I'm going to take Ghetto and click on his 3 dots. Channel activity. I had never noticed what that does. I had assumed
You're welcome,
what
Doug.
it would do.
Caught by Speedy, LOL.
Okay. Thank you, Speedy. And now, if you don't have chat popped out, let's go restore chat, because it's more of your experience there. Get here, and I've got to zoom that down in order to get chat back in here. There's chat back in. Okay, now go to Josh, click the 3 dot, and then channel activity. I did not know this. It scrolls back and we can see all of Josh's chat activity, or I can. Can you guys see all of Josh's chat activity or other people's chat activity? Or is that just something for me? Maybe it's for super mods, but it shows the shows. So if I'm thinking of, gee, I remember a certain person asked a certain question, but I don't know what show it was. I want to go back and see that. I can find the show this way. I had no idea that's there. I like that. I like it a lot. I would like to know, do you people have the same experience? Are you seeing that? Drop frames 82, 39, and holding. YouTube delayed. I actually retracted before you answered. Oh, I see. I just did that. Cool. So Nick says, yes, he can see it. Gary says, yes, we can see it. I've never heard anybody point that out before. Is that something nobody was aware of, at least in our community, or never talked about it? Gary Weisenberger, Windows 11 Pro Enterprise and Tuesday update. That's the computers that they're experiencing the problem. Alice says she thinks that's a new feature. Could be. Yeah, channel activity shows up for everybody. So if you remember, somebody made a comment, you don't know what the show was, you want to go back and see that conversation back there or find that video, that's a new way to find videos.
Yes, affirmative.
Zvi also. Great. Now, I'm going to go see what else I had lined up to talk about today. Oh, Ken Stout. Yeah, Ken's not in chat, right? But there's Zoom homies present. So I heard a thing that he's moved his studio into his bedroom and moved monitors around. And there's an issue where he couldn't get the monitors rearranged to get his mouse to go across them properly. And I have come across this before. So I mean, this is kind of simple, but then we're talking about Ken. So if you move these displays around, especially in Windows 10, you move the displays around and it's very easy to not notice the apply button. So those people who are involved with Ken in this, do you know for sure that he hit the apply button? Because he said he moved them around and that did not change the way the mouse flows from one monitor to another. He's got to hit the apply button. Is it really that simple, or is there something else going on for him? Of course, it's Ken, so yeah, there could be something else going on. But check with him about hitting the apply button. Or let me know if they've already done that. I don't see anything in chat that he did the apply button. Now, wait a minute. Are there any Zoom homies here? Speedy's there on occasion, but not in Zoom. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. He doesn't always watch my show. And that's my attitude about that is similar to Carrie and Mara. Don't expect it. Love it when you do watch. What else? Oh, it's time. Nobody has a show for me to redirect to. I think that was my last email topic. I got through all of my chat room stuff. I mean, yeah, my channel comments. And oh, here's another question I have for the audience. I watched part of Kerry's video yesterday, but I noticed his streamer. It's got RGB fans that are visible through the side panel. How is that? How does that happen? Okay, is there a cooler that mounts that way? Did he do something to make that happen? I was thinking that there are RGB fans up here on the top that you can't see at all. And I was thinking if I put a piece of mirror in there at an angle, that would be a way to get those RGB fans to show. Because yeah, we're all about RGB, right? Greg says those are fans. Yeah, I realize they're fans. Wintermute was, yeah, Wintermute's not homie. Think he said after the show the apply button fixed it. Oh, okay, so it was the apply button. Thank you. That's a height case and others that have fans in that area of the case. Okay, let's see, height case. In case he has a height case, the fans will show from the front. Height case. Yeah, I don't see it in those. Probably don't have the right one. This one looks like it might, because that looks like a panel that would pull air in from the back. All right, I was contemplating that might have been the answer, but thank you for clarifying that. Also, there may be something in PowerDoise concerning this issue with moving the cursor with multiple monitors. Let's not explore that till we have to. I think that's already answered because somebody at Wintermute says the apply button fixed it. Many all-in-one coolers have RGB fans like that. Separate fans do it too. It looks like he turned the chassis so they'd be visible. Chassis? I don't see that he turned the chassis. He it's shown the side of it through the side panel. There's nothing turned about that. Marlene is here. Hiya, Doug. Yup, made it. Love being here and seeing this great discussion. And yes, he built that new streamer. And yes, the cooler image can be changed. Image. Well, of course they can change colors. Cooler image. He has on a CPU cooler, the pump. He has an image there as well. Yeah, mine doesn't change. Mine just shows their logo. I'm a wounded bird right now, considering flying very low blood sugar. Went to the paint store to get thinner. It did not work. I think he did that before. Oh, am I way back in chat? I thought I saw that one earlier. Oh, let's see. Oh, project build. Yeah, I was thinking somebody might give me a video link to his actual build for that. Yeah, there it is. There you can see that. All right, I'll take a closer look at that. All right, that'll do it. I'm going to shut down now. Goodbye. Adios. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. And I'm going to try that really rude, abrupt button that I can click on to end the stream when you don't really say it. Know if it's going to end right now.